Good night, everyone. This is Mending and Moving Forward, our live Sunday update. I know a lot of y'all might not be on tonight because I am doing it late, only because I'm doing my hair. It got carried away. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but this week, basically, I just want us to focus on just building us, because if we don't build us, we're not going to be able to be good for anybody. um I know it might seem like some people may say it's selfish or whatever, but like I said, for me personally, I feel like I'm in a time and place of my life where I have to acknowledge a lot of things that are harming me. When I say harming, I'm talking about relationship wise, things that are harming my relationships, whether it's family, whatever relationship, So, what I have been working on is these 3 points that I would like all of us to work on. Is basically just how would I explain it? I want us to think of the things that we feel like we can improve. You know, um, when I say that, when I say that, things you can improve within yourself. You know, um, think of your flaws that you don't like about yourself. And when I'm saying that, I'm not talking about sit down and beat yourself up. I'm talking about like literally sit down and really self reflect. Lena B 100 progress. And really self reflect, and truthfully write down things that you are lacking with. So that's what I've been doing all weekend. Just sitting in my, I like to say my funk. Just sitting in my funk and just getting myself together mentally, because I do know, like, I have a lot that's basically messing with me, and I had to block a lot of people today, um, because they mentally mess with me. Um, the biggest person I had to block today was my child's father. Um, I blocked him, and I'm just saying this real fast. I blocked him because I let you know that, hey, I'm in a relationship. You can't be calling me. Don't text me. I don't want to have certain conversations with you. Period. Out lane. And it's like he obsessively keeps doing it, and that might be what's going on right now. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I just had to know that that's part of my just I try to hold on to people because of the plain fact that, oh, that's my child father, but in reality you're not doing anything for the child. So why do I need to have a conversation with you when you can't even keep your word? And that's my biggest thing. I am realizing that I make people think I'll accept the bare minimum, and God knows I'm not. Nope. I'm getting too old for that. Very much too old for that. So, like, I had to just block him. Like I said, I blocked a lot of people today. Because if you my past, you my past. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to revisit anything that's gonna mess with me mentally. So you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want y'all to do. Like, really sit down and self reflect on things that that's affecting you now today. Things that you may not have noticed. Like, for me, I've like I had to sit down and really self-reflect because of the plain fact that with my person, like, I noticed, like, I can't take criticism. You know what I'm saying? So, like, especially with anybody telling me about my children, it was always, I'm defensive, I get upset, I take out my anger on people, and like I said, those are things that I had to write on my list. Like, I really need to work on that, you know? So, that's what I want all of us to do this week. I did write down a little list. I could give y'all a little um, reflection of mine, but I said for me, things that I could do to on a daily basis, and that's what I want y'all to write down too. Things you can do on a daily basis to get towards healing. You get what I'm saying? So for me, this is what I wrote down. I wrote pray, because I'm very big on praying. I do pray, but like I said, because life takes me, I do at times forget to pray. I might remember later on in the day, but I want that to be the first thing I do in the morning, so that's why I wrote that down first. Read my Bible, my studies. Um, I used to fast. I stopped fasting, but I'm gonna start it back. You know, like taking myself out on a date by myself, just enjoying me, cause I I know. I'm not gonna say I think. I know that me personally, I take care of everybody else around me except for myself. So I want to intentionally take care of myself. Hence why I'm doing my hair, because I just want to feel like I love myself. I know I love myself, but I want to. I want it to show on the outside. Like, I love myself. So if I love myself, you gonna love me correctly. You get what I'm saying? I put meditate because I'm big on meditation. It helps me to calm down. I don't do it as often, so I think that messes with me a lot too. I get triggered easily, which is something that I worked on and I thought I was healed from, but it does bother me still. Also, doing my hair, doing my nails. I'm a nail and hair girl, so of course that will make me feel better to do better. You know what I'm saying? Taking walks. I was thinking about maybe going to the pool this week. Just take time for myself, you know. I worry about how everybody else feel, how everybody else doing. I'm always asking, how are you doing? How you doing? But barely do I hear, hey, how are you doing? You get what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it's time for me to show myself, like, how am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like we all need to work on. How we doing? How we feeling? You know, wake up, look yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, I'm a bad. You get what I'm saying? Like, for me, I always think I'm good looking regardless of nothing. Like, that's me. I'm not sadidi or nothing, but I I brought myself from a deep hole of self hate. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna let no situation break me out of that. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, like, self affirmations is my biggest thing. Like, it is. So, like I said, I'm never long on these Sunday updates. I just wanted to come on real fast to give y'all a real assignment for the week. You know what I'm saying? Like, really sit down and self reflect. And the first thing you're going to do is write down things that you feel like you could change about yourself. Then I want you to, second part is write down your flaws. Write down your flaws, like your real flaws, and I don't want you to use it as a negative. I really want you to self-reflect and write down your flaws. And I'm not talking about how you look, because you could always exercise. You could always do what you gotta do. Buy it if you want. You get what I'm saying? But not those type of flaws. I'm talking about flaws like, for me, I got abandonment issues. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, and really self reflect, dig deep, because I had to do that. And you'll be surprised, for real, what you discover about yourself. So I love y'all so much, and I just want y'all to heal, just like I want to heal. Um, because, like I said, I got a next video to put up, but I'm not gonna make that an update or an episode. It's just gonna be a video that I put up on our YouTube channel, and we finally got an Instagram page. So, of course, I'm gonna gradually put everything on our Instagram page. But I really have to keep pushing. Let's just put it like that, because the traumas and pains that I currently battle with, my demons is what I call them. They affect a lot of areas in my life. Um, Sadly, but it's okay. I'm a big girl, and I want to be an example for my children of all people, for women, girls, little boys. You know, we got this. I love y'all so much. This is Mending and Moving Forward with your host, Lena B. And have a great night.